Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Batman One Dark Night, issue 3. This is part of a 3-part Black Label series from DC Comics. Story and art by Jock, letters by Clem Robbins, cover by Jock, nothing listed for editors or anything like that. So Batman has had to go into the sewers to try and find EMP, but something isn't quite right when he finds him, and it turns out to be a setup by Killer Croc and his gang of miscreants that live underground. Meanwhile, Vasquez has got EMP's kid and is dragging him around in what is apparently a setup. And while Batman has to get his butt handed to him by Killer Croc for a while, the corruption in Gotham City is even further exposed. So Batman has to make his way around, and it is just a bloodbath. This is non-stop. He cannot win. And Edward sees what's going on with his kid and comes close to dropping another EMP, which also triggers Brody, his son, and it's not looking good. Vasquez gets a little carried away. Batman has to really set things up to where he stands a chance, and he is really messed up by the end of this book. But in the end, Batman manages to pull off some semblance of a win. I'm not a huge fan of this art style, but I have to say this is one of the best books on the market for Batman especially. Yeah, it was only a 3-part miniseries, but it was really, really well done. It was fun, it was exciting, there was a lot of action and adventure. Really showed what kind of person Batman is too, where he puts it all on the line for these people that, quite frankly, are kind of scumbags, and he's trying really hard to save EMP and this kid, and face down the corruption of the Gotham City Police Department as well. Not to mention all the gang members that are running around, Killer Croc, and a bunch of Morlock type people. It's amazing what Batman goes through in this storyline. And it's basically 16 Blocks meets The Warriors, so if you've seen those two movies, you get kind of an idea of the brutality and hellscape that Batman has to go through. But I really enjoyed it. I'm planning on getting this in hardcover, and the fact that it's oversized really does highlight the art style. And while it's not my favorite, I did enjoy it. Jock does understand perspective shots really well, and he seems to really understand sequential art. So there's a lot of really good action scenes in here, and it is really dynamically done. I had a great time reading this, and I'm going to highly recommend this book. I thought it was great. I didn't have a problem paying the $7 per book. The prestige format is nice. I'm not a fan of the giant magazine size that they do with these, this European formatting, but it's a bit of a mixed bag, because although I find it difficult to store these because they are floppy in a lot of ways, they do have the perfect binding so you can put it on a shelf, and it really does highlight the art quite a bit. But I prefer something a little smaller just for storage purposes. But I will definitely, absolutely recommend this book. If you want some good Batman storytelling, this is it. Absolutely worth a read. That'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.